Music is a healing force of the universe, and it provides a common language for people from all parts of the world and all cultures to form a common bond.
You may do a double take as you come upon a music therapist walking down the halls of the Sutter Women's and Children's Hospital.
Seeing me around with the guitar on my back, I got a lot of people looking to see what is that, or people being curious and saying oh, do you sing to the babies? When I first walk into a room with a patient, most of the time I've already had a little bit of background from other staff members. What happens a lot is that them being so fragile at such a young age, there's all these cords sticking out of them. It really makes the parents kind of hesitant to work with them.
The music therapist in the NICU is charged with teaching the parents how to relate to their babies, their precious babies.
So the music therapist helps them begin to experience control and see success in their child's progress.
What I'm teaching them to do is to support their child's neurodevelopment and achievement of their developmental milestones. We want them to be responding positively to their environment, so that will include not reacting to stimulation, but instead seeking and exploring stimulation. The more that they're using their brain to understand the environment, the more that the different sections of their brain that are growing can kind of start to allot to their function, and using music that's simple enough that it's not alarming to the baby. So if the child doesn't make it through the entire progression, that's something I'll take a note of. This is a crucial time where they're supposed to be building the structures of their brain that they'll be using for the rest of their life. Is she dancing?
We have an excellent team of music therapists that are highly skilled in music performance, psychology, assessing patients' needs, working with the clinical team. They are definitely an integral part of the interdisciplinary team here at Sutter.
In addition to the one-on-one sessions, both patients in the hospital and outpatients have the opportunity to experience music therapy in a space called Sophie's Place here at Sutter Women's and Children's Hospital.
I have a whole tornado of medical stuff going on in my head. And when I come here, I can just be myself.
Sophie's Place has a really special place in our hearts. I remember the very first time we experienced music therapy, and Emily must have been 4 years old. The therapist came in with her big cart full of instruments, and it was just for that instant, everything else is suspended.
There's so much that happens in a hospital that is focused on the child's diagnosis and disease process. But sometimes what gets lost in the shuffle in all of that is the child's overall well-being. How are they coping with the emotions and the stress that the treatment, the medicine, the disease might be causing them? As a music therapist, I like to think that I tap into that real basic enjoyment of music, and we take it a step further with the therapeutic relationship. One of the biggest objectives in music therapy is giving patients a sense of autonomy, or giving them control. There's so many things in a hospital that a patient can't control.
One of the things that's also lost when you're in the hospital a lot is a certain amount of milestones in your life, right? There are things that are set by holidays and things that we've accomplished, right? And those are things that people take for granted. We don't really have those things. Our days are not marked by those things. I think the music just sort of softens the edges of the trauma.
Sometimes those little moments are things that really transform the perception of their hospital stay. In my opinion, I think music therapy is a critical part of every patient's treatment here.
And I think it aids in the repair process of everything. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, and I can see it. And the music therapists know it's working, the parents know it's working, so I know it's working.
One of the most important things to remember is that nobody has to be musical or have a specific talent or skill in music to benefit or participate in music therapy. If you're human, you can participate.